An adventurous ambition. The wandering minstrel is in search of inspiration. Well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Zordia. If it could only be a blessing from the navigator that we meet again here and now. You see, I have been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? Sure. I am truly grateful. During the rising, we remember those we lost in the calamity, even as we turn our attention to a brighter future. 'Tis my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there's no better place for talk in Limsa than the drowning wench. Let us first seek out the barkeep, Baderon, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Oh, come on! What's the harm? Who's this? What's the harm? You'll get yourself killed, that's the harm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do ye want to become an adventurer so badly anyway, Richa?
Oh, cute! There's this place I need to go to. The problem is, the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please, let me sign up.
It ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone what's clearly unprepared head out, then... If I let someone what's clearly unprepared head out there, and they end up urge or worse, I wouldn't be able to live it down. And don't even get me started on the damage it'd cause the guild's reputation. So you can forget about signing up until you're older. Much older.
But it has to be now, during the rising. Why do you have to be so responsible?
Wait, that's so cute. It comes with age, lass. Now run along and get yourself home. It's a cute Miko. Baby Miko. Oh. Naughty Miko. The smirk. Is everything well? Sorry you had to see that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer. But I said no and sent her on her way.
Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily.
True that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I hate to impose, but do you reckon ye could keep an eye on Richa? I'd do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. The timing of the rising seems to be of the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. I am in your debt. Now, the nearest city exit's the Tempest Gate, over by the aft castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrail, the sentry yonder.
The lowlands of Lenosha await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate.
Did you see a kid?
At Baderon's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Mikote peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child. But the way she kept stealing glances behind her may be suspicious. So I alerted my comrade, a yo-yo outside. I expect she stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. 'Tis well the Yellow Jackets noticed her ere she had gotten far. Damn it! They saw straight through my disguise. Well now, if it ain't the good minstrel and her kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two of ye again. What brings ye here today? So Baderon sent ye after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Richa, was it, dearie? Even without others telling ye, you ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it that ye want to do so badly, to risk your life like this? There's something I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous. I have to go.
We understand that you have your reasons, Richa. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So, here I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you would be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option.
Where's this girl's parents?
But I don't have any money. And what adventurer would want to help a child anyway?
Why, our friend here, of course.
You can count on me as long as I get paid, if you're happy with this humble vagrant.
I shall be glad to provide suitable recompense in Richa's stead. While a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song above all, I feel compelled to lend a helping hand.
You'll really help me? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for you. But as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. And that is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with that. Be honest with what exactly it is you need, and she'll be able to help you all the better. The place I want to go to is a lighthouse here in Lower Lenosha. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. That's got to be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Oh, the 2 lighthouses in the area? Oshon's Torch is the only one, as civilians can still get to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with you ought to make things easier, I reckon. That's outside of a skirmish anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If we run into angry fiends on the road, they're all yours.
If young Richa is heading to Oshon's Torch, then someone should report as much to Balderon.
As I said, I've never heard about ghosts appearing at the lighthouse. Wonder why Richa's so interested in them.
Maybe her parents are ghosts?
So, what's your name, adventurer?
Zordia Doom.
Zordia Doom. I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Oshon's Torch, and we'll see if the rumors about the ghosts is true.
A light that ever burns. Richa is champing? Champing? Richa is champing at the bit to set forth.
Are you ready to go, Zordia?
As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench to apprise Balderon of these developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt, will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion.
It's a horse thing? Okay, basically chomping and pulling against something holding you back. So it's an act of chomping like teeth chomping, but it's what horses do. So it's champing?
Right, to begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge? It'd give Richa a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Let the adventure begin. And here it is, Madman Bridge. If ye head north, you'll get to the Red Rooster stead, but our destination takes us south. A vital route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it was given its name, as a warning to younglings. Look, a river. And there's some sort of strange animal. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it you've never been. Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity.
A Pyrozen battle.
It's all right. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice, and I have lots of fun. That'd be Limlane's shows, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren. In case he wasn't aware. A fine place by all accounts. If that's where Richa's from, I'll have one of me comrades contact your caretakers. Wouldn't do to let them think she's missing. Right then, next we'll make for Oshon's Embrace. Up this here hill. Take it slow so you don't wear yourself down. Me fellow Yellow Jackets patrol these parts, lest you worry. They know I ain't on some pleasure jaunt. Whoa, we're so high up. This is amazing. I felt the same way when I looked out from here for the first time. This bridge was built where a tidal wave sundered the land during the calamity. It's a symbol of of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, said that we Laminsons work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. What do you do, Zordia? Do you like being an adventurer?
I wouldn't want to be anything else. It depends on the work. I'd rather not work at all, to be honest. I wouldn't want to be anything else.
That's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll like what I do as well. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone, and... I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. Seems Richa's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumor, mayhap she... but there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. I see the lighthouse.
That there's Ashan's torch. One or two lighthouses here, what are named for gods. The lighthouse keeper's a bloke named... Rostned. Huh? Rostenze? Rostenze. What? Excuse? A bloke named Rostze. You can ask him about ghosts and anything else you like.
A lighthouse keeper.
Just like her parents, probably.
So about the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see, but they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse.
So that's why you want to prove the rumor's wrong. You couldn't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things.
Aye, but a part of me wishes the rumor was true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. I can understand the desire to see those who are gone, to say words to them you couldn't in life. It's a feeling everyone knows at some point. Whoa, the sea's frozen in a splash. Amazing.
This area was hard hit by the calamity. On top of the tidal wave washing away big swaths of land, a piece of Dalamud came crashing down yonder. They say it caused aether to gush out of the land and crystallize all at once.
At that time, I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend, and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. Even if there aren't any ghosts, Ross has been here since the calamity. It's lonely work, and he's always glad to have guests.
Well now, if it ain't guests, what brings ye to the torch?
There's a child.
Ghosts during the rising. For all me years as a keeper, I've not seen or heard about such things at any lighthouse I know. It's certainly the sort of place as children might believe haunted, though. Might be as someone mistook me or some laundry for a spectre.
So, father and mother weren't ghosts after all.
Aww.
But I must say, it's a surprise to see Toad's little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper.
Aww, cute.
They had charge of Lim Lane's ring yonder. Nowadays, it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. He needed to hire adventurers, and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver supplies.
If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Limsalaminsa during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know.
I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in a report. But your folks did everything they could to protect Lim Lane's ring. They built a breakwater using anything and everything they had on hand. But in the end, there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. I joined in the effort, but I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. By manning their lighthouse to the very end that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore, and saved many lives.
I see. They really were noble souls, just like Miss Dorothea said. But if I could choose, I wish they were still here.
This is just a thought, but how'd ye like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane, everyday things, but what I know, I'd be glad to share with ye.
I'd like that. I'd like that very much.
Aww. Sorry. It's just the footsteps.
Good morning, Zordia. I got up early to look at the lighthouse where my father and mother used to be. For the longest time, I'd felt as though they abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time, so I could ask them why they had to go, and to tell them that I missed them.
I understand how you feel. Are you disappointed there weren't any ghosts? I understand how you feel.
In the end, there weren't any ghosts. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others, like them and like you.
Aw, happy baby Miko face, adorbs.
So thank you for bringing me here. Well, it ended up being a longer jaunt than expected, but I'm glad we did it. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You're very welcome, dearie. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, you hear? Well, I better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorothea won't be too mad at me. He'll be wanting a report to the minstrel, I expect. In which case, a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see to it Richa gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Be seeing you, Zordia.
Yay, fireworks! Baby, you're a firework. Come and show 'em what you're worth.
Welcome back, my friend. Was young Richa able to find what she sought?
She didn't find her ghosts, no.
So her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents who were taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it is impossible for us to know every single one. Yet a tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Zordia, not only for granting Richa's wish, but providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin,
My dude, they've begun.
might you tell me more of your excursion? Yes, it comes to me. A verse for all who strive onwards, this day and every day.
We're gonna say hi to Yoshi P. Dougie! Pupper?
Greetings, warrior of light.
Oh my gosh! All the minions!
This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again, as I have in the past. I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude.
Is this our first Rising with, like, updated graphics?
For long years, we have walked together with you on this grand adventure.
The minions!
It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today. The most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, that we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown. To learn from the successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. This is what I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolved to do so anew. No mods.
Too soon?
Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side, on the road ahead. And I pray that, upon this journey of life, that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine.
Words are hard.
Now the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure, and as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well.
Cute!
Most happenings in our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy. And as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song. A song of journeys fulfilling.
It's so pretty! Okay, so these are not the same fireworks, I just realized.
Gleaming gold, the sun does rise, the boundless sky it calls. In silver pale, the path of men, a white and endless pall. So far away the guiding light that you do now espy, but flames of life their warmth impart to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. Your destination reach you shall, by memories refrain. I have no doubt that you, Richa and Ayoyo, shall give rise to a great many more tales. Your tales in particular may be more varied than those of others. There may be times when you face great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. In such a time, I bid you remember this: no matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength, a beacon to light your way in the darkness.
Aww. Fireworks! Baby, you're a firework! Sorry, I ruined it. Although I should do MSQ. Do, 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 do. Yay! New minion!
I was going to say that I have an eye patch.
Wait, what? What? Wait!
I want to see him fly, Captain.
Oh, wait, who fly? Who's flying?
Spectacular as always, the fireworks. Truly, we must come and see them again.
Are they always at every Rising? Rising vendor looks like Minfilia? No. Yes? Yes? I just realized. Oh, I just noticed. I was like, wait, that is Minfilia.
Sorry to bother you like this. That's no bother at all. I'm always glad to help. By the way, do you have enough antidote? I've made some, if not.
Oh, now that's prepared. Wouldn't hurt to give a few more.
To have a few more.
Oh! Apologies for making you worry, miss. I had so much fun. Ah, you're just like your ma, you know what? You know that?
Aw, cute.
The world aglow with fire and snow. More wars for gold. Look how we never change our ways. Is there hope for tomorrow?